The UFC is going to struggle these next few weeks, and so am I, and so are you, because look at these UFC fight night events. Holy hell. I don't like to curse. I don't want to be. Goddamn, these are so bad. Jailton Almeida, Rizvan Kuniev as the featured fight of this fight night event. We thought, okay, better fights coming up. 2026 is going to be an amazing year. Psych. We had 2 pay-per-views back to back, and now we're stuck with this. Look at this. Mikhail Jacek versus Barry. Gene Matsumoto versus Barashi. I wanted to make a prediction, and then I saw the fights, and I'm like, well, I don't care. Next fight, next week, right? That's this week. Next week, Strickland versus Hernandez. Amazing fight. That's a great fight. That's a #1 contenders fight after Imavov. Then, but in the featured fight, we have Dan Ige, who I don't really give a fuck about. It's been a while. It's been a long minute since I give a fuck about Dan Ige. But he's fighting Milky Costa, right? Okay, cool. Sergey Spivak versus Ant Delija. We just keep seeing these heavyweights absolutely embarrass himself in front of us. We keep seeing these heavyweights absolutely jiggle fest in the main event, and we keep on doing it. Big 2026, and we have these jiggle monsters in front of us just embarrassing the heavyweight division. I would rather have the heavyweight division be put on a pause for a good amount of time. The Weasel, who is a hardcore MMA fan, just talked about having the UFC make heavyweight fights one round, because if they go anything past the first round, they're absolute shit. They're horrible. They're not fun to watch, and having that in the main event is just as bad as having a women's fight. Thank God there's no women's fight. But then we also have Zachary Reese versus Mikel Piero, who can't get. He's like a castrated man now. He used to dance, jump, but now he's too scared to do anything because he has no gas tank. And we put that in the main event. Great. Next, after that, we have UFC Mexico. Look, I love my Mexicans out there. Like and subscribe if you're a Mexican, right? Edgar Chairez versus Felipe Muniz is not a good co-main event. Look, this one is still unfinished. I'm giving it props. Daniel Selhuber versus Bobby Green, King Green. Great. Marlon Vera versus David Martinez. I'm so fucking sick of Marlon Vera also. I'm sick of your bitch ass. But David Martinez is a prospect. Great, cool. Look at how much people are gray here. Look, the worst part about the recent 325 is look at this early prelims. All of these people were road to UFC. Now we have to add. Now to give people Australians. Now we're in Mexico. Now let's give people Mexicans. I don't fucking care. Do you fucking care who these people are? Did you watch the road to the UFC contenders fight? In this, what we should have we're paying monthly for this. There's not a numbered event, but there's still people paying $80 outside the country. Ask the Canadians how much they enjoy it. I doubt they will. This is why pirating is still an issue, man. Wes Schultz versus Damian Pinas. Why do we have such shit fight night events coming up? It's because we have inactive champs. We have #1 contender people just waiting for the inactive champs. Too scared to fight somebody because they're scared of losing. Sean O'Malley doesn't want to take a #1 contender fight against Umar Nurmagomedov, which makes sense. But he'd rather wait for Merab versus Jan to finish. Really? That's who we got. That's why we have empty ass events like this. After this, main event, numbered event. Cool, great, good fight, right? Is it? Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira. Great. BMF belt. It's a number event. Sure, why not? Renato Moicano fighting not Brian Ortega. That's for sure. Another time Brian Ortega has pulled out from a main event, from a fight. He's not consistent. He's not trustworthy. He barely made weight last fight. He passed out against Aljo and then had a 5-round board fest. I'm getting sick and tired of seeing this shit constantly, knowing the UFC could do better than this, and knowing that, the fans are like, oh, why are you complaining? It's $8 a month. Oh, there's not even a pay-per-view anymore. Why should you complain? Worry about how about the Canadians, huh? How about the Europeans, huh? Europeans got to stay up to 5 a.m. for this shit. I got to care about this shit. I wanted to make a prediction video and saw the predictions I had to make and think, who these folks? Do I care about them? Do I even care about this card? And that got me mad, man. That really got me mad. UFC 326, good main event. Could have been a good kill main event. Although Renato Moicano has been getting on my nerve. Losing to Beneil Dariush, man, is such a bad look. Not holding a candle against Islam Makhachev. It's Islam Makhachev, okay. But to go out and get embarrassed like that, really, in your own field, Mr. Black Belt Jiu-Jitsu. Cody Garbrandt is the I don't think he's a featured. Look, It's not well structured yet, but Cody Garbrandt better not be in the main event. He is a name, but he has not been doing anything of relevance. And then who else? Rodriguez, Ferreira, that's good. Rafont Chiwiwis? Rafont Chiwi, good fight. Better not be in the main event. Better not be in the main event. You Ju Sang, the guy who just got beat up by the little fat Brazilian guy who missed weight. Cool guy. Right? Cool guy. Missed weight. Knocked the guy out. Lost. I'm not excited for him. And then after that, we have Lemos Robertson. What? I don't know. Is that the main event? Is Lemos and Robertson main event over Josh Emmett versus Kevin Vallejos? No way, right? That does not sound. If they put Amanda Lemos above Kevin Vallejos, if they put Jillian Robertson over Josh Emmett, bro, I'm crashing now. These fight nights are bad. Remember Rina Nakamura lost to the guy because he didn't wrestle? This guy who's been wrestling since birth who didn't wrestle in this fight? Remember him? Oh, he's coming back against Luan Lucinda. Lord, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I do not care. Look, Bruno Silva versus Lerone Kavanaugh. Great fight. Ian Klulov versus Umar Sai. Shit fight. Stop putting this heavyweights in main events. In the main card. After that, Adesanya Piper. We haven't got much about that. Look, this looks good. This looks good. Adesanya, always going to have fun. Recently has been having fun. His champion, his belt reign was boring, but Joe Piper's going to bring out him. I expect a knockout. I expect something fun. Alexa Grasso, Macy Barber, look, they're high-ranking women. They're going to have a boring fight. But it's going to be... They deserve to be there, right? And even UFC 325 was a bad card. This was a horrible card. Look, boring decision main event. This was a copy replica of what we got not that long ago. I hated this fight. I thought so much would change, and I was so wrong, which made me more disappointed than I could have. Look, Dan Hooker, Benoit Saint Denis, a bar fight, fun, but also makes me think lightweight's just going down the gutter quick. Lightweight here, Fiziev, Mukano, Rufi, good knockout. A little boring till then. And then we have the heavyweights. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I'm mad and I'm clapping. We keep putting heavyweights and expecting them to get knocked out. They're all too timid now. They're all too obese, and they're all fucking shit now. Derek Lewis was supposed to get a quick knockout, or vice versa, was supposed to get knocked out quickly. And then, he did, I guess. But after his fucking diabetes hit him, that's after his insulin spike, and he fell on the ground after a little click in the chin, man. Waldo Cortez Acosta ground and found him. It was ass till then. It was so bad. Natalia Silva versus Rose Namajunas was so ass, so bad. And you know what? I'm glad people are getting getting money off this off finishes. And I'm happy the performance bonus is $100,000, because if we look at the early prelims, KO, decision. The closer you get KO, all of them deserve that $25K, especially the lower ranked guys who aren't making much money, who probably doubled their purse that night. I'm glad for them. But when it comes to the higher ranked people, they don't care about that money, and therefore they don't care to impress the fans, which is not bad, but decision. This fight, Waldo Krzyzewski versus Derek Lewis, was going to a decision until fucking the insulin spike, the diabetic stroke that Derek Lewis had led to a ground and pound decision. They were too timid on the feet. These world champion, not even world champion, these top 10 world scariest, baddest men in the world were too scared of each other. I would be scared too. I'm not getting paid for it though. Now, again, if we keep fight night main events, I do not care about Mario Batista versus Vinicius Oliveira. I do not care about Amir Albazi versus Kiro. I'm sorry. I care about Kiro Hiraguchi because I like Aniki MMA. That's the only reason. I want to see this come back. Jail Tenamator versus Riz Van Kuniev is going to be a shit fight. I could guarantee you that. I don't need to look at my future seeking black balls or anything. It's gonna be shit. Look, I could guarantee you the prelims are gonna be hot. The prelims are gonna be heat. The rest of the fight is gonna be ass. Same thing for Strickland Hernandez. This is most likely gonna be a 5-round. Hopefully Miguel Costa gets a knockout. Hopefully this ends up not being 3 rounds. Hopefully does not. It probably won't. I got Jacoby Smith. Zachary Reese versus Mikael Pereira is probably gonna be a boring 3-round decision. The UFC is struggling. I'm struggling. I have no interest. And I don't give I hate Asu Amabayev too. If Asu Amabayev was a fucking, oh my fuck, I just hate his geeky little look, his boring ass fighting style. He guillotined Alex Perez even though losing to Alex Perez. It's just shit. Brandon Moreno is just, I've been so disappointed. Edgar Chavez had a fun fight with in 306 the Sphere, but goddamn, man. Look, I am going to be struggling these few weeks. I'm assuming you are too. There's just nothing of interest for a while. Till March 7th. All of February is going to be pretty much a dud. I am sorry. I don't know what else to say. Like and subscribe if you agree with me. Let me know down below if I'm overreacting. And what fights are you looking forward to this? And which fight do you know is just going to be a snooze fest? I could guarantee you a lot of these women fights are going to be snooze fest, man. I'm so sorry. I'm not. Bye.